Is it more desirable for a man to have chosen to be wicked, who commit wrongdoing, than for a man to be righteous and upright? These are the questions asked in Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation of Anthony Burgess' novel of the same name, A Clockwork Orange, released in 1971. Told through the eyes of Alex Dillard, played by the fantastic and amazing Malcolm McDowell, who leads a gang of delinquents who like the street brutality of ultra-violence. Alex and his friend torment the people of his community. However, Alex was arrested for murder. After his friend betrayed him, he was sent to prison, where the government offered him freedom in exchange for agreeing to a new method, which removed his ability to choose. After Alex is released from prison, he attempts to commit suicide by jumping through a window, but erased his anti-violent indoctrination instead. A Clockwork Orange is set in a filthy and depressing dystopian society. We do not know what year the film takes place in, but what we do know is that violent gangs dominate the night and walk freely during the day, and no one is safe from them, not even themselves. Alex Dillard and his gang are dressed in matching white jumpsuits, bowler hat, black boots, eye makeup, white cricket codpiece, and their disturbing clown masks, which remain one of the most iconic costumes in film history. Despite being a dark comedy, the strange art direction, such as Miss Alexander, Space Egg Reading Chair, and Alex's colourful house, give the film a distinct style and a sci-fi feel. The opening scene begins with Alex staring directly at us, the audience, for an uncomfortable amount of time, making us feel uneasy until the camera finally moves back to reveal that he and his gang are at a bar with a lot of female mannequins in overly sexual positions. The mannequins are based on Alan Jones' sculpture, and Kubrick smartly used it to show how the gang see all women as nothing more than sexual objects to be toyed with whenever they want. They also use handheld camera in two major scenes in the film, one of which being the infamous rape scene in the beginning. The intimacy created by a handheld camera heightened the emotion and intensity of the scene. They use it again later on during the film, as he slowly crawls towards the house in need of help. He is, however, unaware that he is approaching the location of his most heinous crime. The wide-angle lens was used to show Frank's misery and suffering as he lies weak and helpless watching Alex rape his wife. Later in the film, while in the bathroom, Alex sings the same music as he used while raping Frank's wife earlier in the film. The wide angle engages us and takes us into an uncomfortable and cruel level of his now badly deformed face when he realizes that Alex is his wife's rapist. Kubrick's use of music demonstrates music's ability to influence our emotion and mind. Kubrick used music to represent how Alex is feeling at any particular moment. When Alex engages in violent behavior or awful acts, classical music begins to play in the background because he enjoys it. The theater scene in which we see a woman about to be raped by the opposing gang is one notable moment.
It was around by the derelict casino that we came across Billy Boy and his 4 droogs. They were getting ready to perform a little of the old in-out on a weepy young devotchka they had there.
The classical music played throughout the scene have a disturbing and creepy tone, conditioning us, the audience, as we gain a greater understanding of Alex's thoughts and state of mind, as he is forced to watch senseless violence with classical music during his treatment. When he is in jail, the classical music in the background has been replaced by a mournful violin tune, because he is miserable and trying to be someone he's not. The first time we hear classical music again is when Frank tortures Alex with it, which drives Alex insane. Willis Reese attempted suicide by jumping out of the window. A Clockwork Orange is a worthwhile film in my opinion, as it is an undeniable work of intense emotion and artistic vision. Kubrick's film conveys lessons about free will, politics, and morality through dramatic scenes of sexual assault and suffering. Among the most brutal horror and complex thriller, this is one of the most disturbing films, and I highly recommend it to people who are fans of Stanley Kubrick films.